planes boarded a quick shuttle flight out of Dallas, headed for Houston. One sat in the window seat and the other sat in the middle one. Just before takeoff, an Army soldier got on, took the aisle seat next to the two Marines. The soldier kicked off his shoes, wiggled his toes, then he settled down into his seat. And then the Marine in the window seat said, "I think I'll get up and get a Coke." "Oh, no problem," says the soldier. "I'll get it for you." And while he's gone, the Marine picks up the soldier's shoe and spits in it. When the soldier returns with the Coke, the Marine in the middle seat said, "That looks good. I think I'd have one too." Again, the soldier obligingly goes to get it, and while he's gone, the Marine picked up the soldier's other shoe and spit in it. Well, the soldier comes back, they all sit down, they enjoy the rest of the short flight to Houston. As the flight plane is landing, the soldier slipped his feet into his shoes, and he knew immediately what happened while he was gone. "How long must this go on?" the soldier said. "This fighting between our services, this hatred, this animosity, this spitting in shoes and peeing in Cokes." So Guy, he's in his Volvo driving home from work when his wife rings him on the car phone. "Honey," she says in a worried voice, "be really careful. There was a bit on the news just now, some lunatics driving the wrong way down the freeway." "Oh, it's way worse than that," says the husband. "There's hundreds of them." This British general had sent some of his men off to fight for their country in the crisis. Upon returning to England from the South American island, 3 soldiers that had distinguished themselves in battle were summoned to the general's office. "Since we weren't actually at war," the general began, "I can't give out any medals. We did, however, want to let each of you know your efforts were appreciated. So what we have decided to do is let each of you choose 2 points on your body. You'll be given £2 for each inch of distance between the parts. Start on the left, boys. What'll it be?" Soldier 1 says, "The tip of me head to me toes, sir." "Very good, son. That's 70 inches, and that comes to 140 pounds. Soldier 2 says, "The tip of the finger on one outstretched hand to the tip of the other, sir." "Ah, even better, son. That's 72 inches. That comes to 144 pounds. The soldier 3 says, "The palm of me hand to the tip of me left pinky, sir." Well, the general says, "Well, it's strange, but it's a fair request, son." And as he begins the measurement, "What? Son, where is your left pinky?" "Oh, it's in the Falkland Islands, sir." Won't get a lot of money, and I'm going to find that guy sometime. An old Arab lived close to New York City for more than 4 years, and he loved to plant potatoes in his garden, but he's all alone. He's old. He's real weak, like Randy. His son's in college in Paris, so the old man sends him an email, and he says, "This is my problem, son. My beloved son, I'm so sad because I can't plant my potatoes in my garden. I'm sure if only you were here, you'd help and dig the garden for me. I love you. I love you." Well, the next day, the old man gets a response email from his son. "Dear father, please don't touch the garden. It's there that I've hidden the thing. I love you too, Ahmed." 4 p.m., the U.S. Army, Marines, FBI, CIA, Rangers all go to the house of the old man, take the whole garden apart, search every inch, can't find anything, and disappointed, they leave the house. A day later, the old man gets another email from the son. "Beloved father, I hope the garden's dug up by now so you can plant your potatoes. That's all I can do for you over here. From way over here, love you, Ahmed."
I love it.
This sergeant, he was addressing a squad of 25, and he said, "I have a really nice, easy job for the laziest man. Here, put up your hand if you are the laziest." 24 men raised their hands, and the sergeant asked the one man, "Why didn't you raise your hand?" And the man said, "It's too much trouble raising the hand, Sarge." Randy, I thought of you then. I don't know why. I know you work hard. While examining the body of Mr. Schwartz, this mortician noticed that Schwartz got the biggest penis he's ever seen. He says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Schwartz, but I can't send you to the cremated with this tremendously huge penis like this. It's got to be safe for posterity. And the mortician removes the penis, puts it in a jar, puts the jar on his briefcase, and when he gets home, he decides he's going to show his wife. I got something to show you you're not going to believe, he says, and he takes the jar out, and the wife goes, holy shit, that's Schwartz. He's dead. Oh, my God. Bitch. A newlywed couple moved into their new home, and one day the husband came home from work, and his wife says, honey, you know in the upstairs bathroom one of the pipes is leaking. Could you fix it? The husband says, what do I look like, Mr. Plumber? A few days go by. He comes home from work, and his wife says, honey, the car wouldn't start. I think it needs a new battery. Can you change it for me? He says, what do I look like, Mr. Goodwrench? Another few days go by. It's raining really hard, and the wife finds a leak in the roof. She goes, honey, there's a leak in the roof. Could you please fix it? He says, what do I look like, Bob Vila? Next day, husband comes home, and the roof's fixed. So's the plumbing. So's the car. He says, what happened? Everything's fixed. She goes, oh, I got this handyman come in and fix it all. Well, great. How much is that going to cost me? He snarls. Oh, she goes, nothing. He said he'd do it for free if I either baked him a cake or slept with him. The husband goes, well, what kind of cake did you make? And she says, what do I look like, Betty fucking Crocker? Little Johnny, he attended this horse auction with his dad, and he watched as his daddy move from horse to horse, running his hands up and down the horse's legs and roaming his chest. After a few minutes, Johnny's like, Dad, why are you doing that? And his dad, I'm buying horses, and I have to make sure they're healthy and in good shape for a... Johnny, looking worried, goes, well, Daddy, I think that UPS guy wants to buy Mom. The little Johnny come home from Sunday school with a black eye, and his father sees it, and he goes, Johnny, how many times do I have to tell you not to fight with those other boys? But Daddy said, it wasn't my fault. We were all in church saying prayers, and we all stood up. My teacher in front of me, she had her dress in the crack of her butt, and I reached over and pulled it out. That's when she hit me. Johnny, you don't do those kinds of things to women. Sure enough, the next Sunday, Johnny came home with the other eye black and blue. Johnny's father said, Johnny, I thought we had to talk. But Daddy, Johnny said, it wasn't my fault. We were in church again saying our prayers, and we all stood up. My teacher in front of us had her dress in the crack of her butt. And then Louie, who's sitting next to me, he saw it, and he reached over and he pulled it out. And I know she didn't like it, so I pushed it right back in.
Oh, my God.
His wife got so pissed off at her husband, she packed his bags. She told him to get the hell out. And as he walked to the door, she yelled, I hope you die a slow, painful death. Turned around and he goes, oh, you want me to stay now, huh? That was for you, Randy.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my gosh, Randy.
You seem to have more than an average share of intelligence for a man of your background, sneered the lawyer at a witness on the stand. The witness says, well, if I wasn't under oath, I'd return the compliment. I'd love to have that opportunity to do that.
I know.
All right.
Oh, God.
This is my last one. It's a little bit longer, but I'm not going to take us to the end. We're going to have to fill in some time with some announcements. So this judge is interviewing a woman regarding her pending divorce, and he goes, now, what are the grounds for your divorce? Woman's the hillbilly. Got another hillbilly joke here. She goes, well, about 4 acres. Nice little home in the middle of property with a stream running by. No, says the judge. I mean, what's the foundation of your case? She goes, well, it's made out of concrete, brick, and mortar. I mean, what are your relations like? Well, I got an aunt uncle living here in town, so do my husband's parents. So look, do you have a real grudge? No, she says. We got a 2-car carport, and we never really needed one. Please, he said. Is there any infidelity in your marriage? Oh, yeah. Both my son and daughter have stereo sets.
Infidelity.
We don't necessarily like music, but the answer to your question is yes. Ma'am, does your husband ever beat you up? Oh, yeah, she says, about twice a week. He gets up way earlier than I do. Well, finally, in frustration, the judge asked, Lady, why do you want a divorce? Oh, she says, I don't want a divorce. I've never wanted a divorce. My husband does. He says he can't communicate with me.
Yeah.
And I wonder why. I don't get it. All right, I can't even see myself.
Yeah, that's good.